Today, we are going to learn two different basics for music theory that are going to be the building blocks for whatever more complicated stuff you work towards. These two things are intervals, and there is also learning the fretboard, and I will give you the reasons why, and it will be easy to understand. So an interval is the distance between two notes. So what you got are these things called semitones and tones, and these are kind of the same things as a full and a half step. So half step would be you're moving up one fret. That's just a semitone in music language. And then you go 1, and then 2 would be a tone or a full step. Now these two also have another name. So in music, we go with these things called the root, which is the very lowest note, kind of like the home bass. And then you keep counting upward with the amount of distance it is. So you learn the first two. So this is a half step, also known as the minor second. And then this is the major second, also known as the full step. And they'll keep going up and up and up. Now there's two different ways that you can hear these notes being played. One would be like you've already seen, it's called melodically. You hear them being played one after another. And then the second way you can hear them is harmonically. They are played both together, and it'll sound really dissonant. So, if you go like this, kind of dissonant, huh? So those are the same note. That's a minor second, major second. Those are harmonically played. Just like a harmony, you can think of it. There's a bunch of things going on. Now, why the heck is this stuff important? So, intervals, good for ear training. If I hear like this, oh, that's a major second going downward. And then with your knowledge that you're gonna get with the fretboard, you'll know where notes are, and then you'll start to understand the distance between two notes and how you can apply that. So if you hear a phrase and you're like, oh, that's just a minor second downward and then a major second up, you'll be able to really quickly just tell where things are. Now there's a lot more of them actually, but for simplicity's sake, we'll just stick with the two. Really try and master those. And if you want more, comment down below. Now what does learning this thing mean? The fretboard. I mean the notes and their names. So that would be the letter names and their locations. Okay, step 1 to learning the fretboard. Your ABCs. The musical alphabet spans from A all the way to G, and there are 7 natural notes: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So you know those already, you know 7 of them. Now, 2 of these, the E, the F, and the B and the C, they do not have a note in between them. So there is no E sharp. E sharp is just F, F flat is E, and the same for B and C. So B sharp is C, C flat is B. The rest of those notes, like A, there is an A sharp, and there is an A flat. So what does an A flat mean? Let's say this is an A, the 5th fret on the E string. A flat would just be one tone, semitone down, or one half step. And on contrary, if this A was sharped, it would just be one half step up. It's simple, you'll see. Okay, step 2. Let's see. Tune your guitar up. Once that's done, know the names of your strings. It goes E, A, D, G, B, E. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. That is your acronym. Okay, let's start counting the letters on the low E string. So E, right? Then there's no E sharp, so this would be F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and you're back to E. That's an octave. All of this to the 12th fret, every string. That's an octave. Everything restarts at the 12th fret. So now you're back to E. Let's count up higher. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and C. So if you know like this area here, it's the same over here. It's simple, but you just gotta know what it looks like and you'll be good. Now let's walk you through one more. Let's go through the A string. Okay, so we don't have a B, we have A sharp. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, and then you could keep going up. A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, and you end on F. Now, once you get the pattern down, you'll tell that F, the last note on the acoustic, the 20th fret, is the same as your 8th fret. That's an octave there. It's a span of 12. So it goes up 12 notes and it's back, okay? Trick number 2, octaves. So you take one finger, and if you know what a power chord is, you have this shape. And so if you go 1, up 2, octave. Octave, octave, octave. And it kind of changes when you get to here, the B string. But don't fret. Be honest, you'll see it just as you keep learning them. You don't even have to use this trick if you don't want to. Just keep muscling, it's like, okay, that would be A sharp, blah, blah, blah. And then you get, okay, those are the same note. And they sound the same. You can experiment. Now, what have you just unlocked by learning the fretboard? 1, you now can play scales because you know where the frets are. 2, you can tell why chords are built. So there's the thing called the root note, which we touched upon earlier. It's the lowest note in the chord. So this is why this is called E minor. The lowest note is E, and it's minor, but that's a whole different story. So it's like, oh, this is an E note. So if I go like this, that's a minor major 7th. Very complicated chord, but the root note. It's an E. So that's why it's an E chord. Now I bet if you first started, you didn't even know this is an A flat major or a G sharp major. It's like, whoa, there's a whole extra 5 major and minor chords to learn. Yay or nay, whatever you think about it. Now this also builds you up to understanding what chords are made of. So I'll play the F chord. It's this first bar chord that pretty much everyone learns. And guess how many notes are in the 6 strings? Take a second. I'm waiting. Okay. So F, C, F, because these are the same. And then we got A, C, F. Well, what the heck? There's only 3 notes that make up these 6 strings. They're just all repeating. See, you start to find the connection slowly, and it's a whole different world. It's not complicated, trust me. Now, if we jump back onto our intervals, why did I play this to play a minor second? Remember, that is just a space of 1 and 1 more, so a half step. So I play A, and this is an A sharp. That's a minor second, harmonically played. If I went up, and this is a B and an A, major second. Is it starting to click for you too? Now, just a couple things to note for the letter names on this thing. If you change the tuning, it's gonna all change. So if I made this drop T, I'm not gonna tune it right now, but it'd be the same as my D if I tune it to D. Well, duh. So, like, it would be the exact same. So, fine, I'll tune it. They're the same because I can hear they're the same. And then, so. Yeah, you get what I mean. It's like it's all the same. It's like, this is no longer an E. See, that's another thing. It's like, I can tune it because it's like, I know this is a D. And if I tune an E down, I get a D. Or an E flat, but I tune further down, I get the D. You get my point. It's like, you don't need a tuning app anymore if you just know one of the strings. It's like, oh, this is a G. Oh, there you go. It's like they're the same. So you can use it to tune if you don't have your tuner on it. Okay, second thing, what the heck does a capo do? I put it on the 1st fret. Do all these string letter names change? Absolutely not. That's what I thought, because I don't know, questionable. So The only thing that changed is my open note. This is now an F. This is now an F string, if you will. So this is an A sharp string. Simple, right? Now I hope I helped ease your stress about music theory and that it's really shouldn't be as complicated as people make it sound. I don't know why it's called theory. It's not like I'm testing anything. It's like, it's all established, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. And it's like, it just gives you the freedom to be creative. You take the principles you know, and you take what you want, and then you make something super cool. Now, if you enjoyed this, I think you'll enjoy this. Have a great day.